Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Stoop. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. So, early this week, I'm sitting at work, minding my business, and somebody decided to order some utility shelves. Okay, so man brings this utility shelves and drops them off. Now, to give you a little background, there's me and there's four other people. Out of the four people, one of them is male, and we'll use that term loosely. So when this package comes, and the rest of them are females. When the package comes, the first thing they do is they look at me like, "You gonna put this together? Can you put this together?" Excuse me. Of course, because I enjoy doing it, and who else gonna do it? Not the other one. So I already have in my head that I'm gonna put it together because they asked me to, and of course, you asked me to do something, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for you because you asked me. You could have went anywhere else. So this was early in the week. Time goes on, and I forgotten about it. In all honesty, I forgot about it. So the supervisor, the interim supervisor, she comes in the room. Now all of us are in the room in the room at the same time in the area, and this broad comes up. She doesn't come up to me, but she goes to one of the females to ask her if I will put it together. Yeah, you heard me right. Walk past me to ask her to ask me. Okay, stop. First of all, you walked past me. Why you just couldn't ask me while I was sitting there? But you went and asked her. And then she looks at me, I look at her. So I'm like, I'm like this. Like, you couldn't. First of all, you ain't all that, number one. Second of all, why didn't you just ask me? The worst I'm going to say is no, which I'll get to that in a minute. So anyway, I didn't say a word. She asked, and then she was looking, the girl that she was talking to was looking at me like what was that about? Hey. So the day comes, and the interim supervisor wants this shelf put up. So of course, because I'm that dude, they look at me like, are you gonna put it up? I said no. I said, because she didn't ask me to put it up. She asked you. She didn't ask me. She walked past you for you to ask me. Why you can't give me the respect to ask me your damn self? So no, I'm not putting it together. And it took all of them to put this shelf up. Now, mind you, they did it in record time, so I applaud them for that. But they all did it themselves. And for the rest of the day, I got the stank face. Why? Why? Because I told you no. The point of the story is this. Putting together stuff is not in my job description, okay? I do it because if you ask me to do something, I'm going to do it for you, because that's just how I am. If you ask me for my help, I'm going to help you in any way, shape, or form that I can, okay? But understand, it's not my job. My job is to make sure that everything and everyone is safe from the moment I walk in to the moment I leave. My job description is not to assemble, disassemble anything. I do it because you asked me to as a favor. Okay. Period. My generosity is not a requirement nor an obligation. And I've said that on Facebook multiple times. And I'm going to say it again because I can. Generosity, my generosity, your generosity, is not an obligation, nor is it a requirement. So when somebody asks you to do something and you tell them no, you do not need a reason. You don't need an excuse. And that's the end of it. It's the end of the conversation. If they don't like it, that is their problem, not yours. No means no. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. You're not going to guilt me into doing it. So for the whole day, I sat in total bliss because none of these jokers said one word to me. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Don't talk to me. I don't get paid for you to talk to me. I could give less. I could give 2 squirts of hot piss if you don't talk to me. Don't. I don't care. At the end of the day, I get paid just as much as you, if not more. So you're not hurting my feelings by treating me like we in high school and you just ain't gonna speak to me no more. Do you think I give 2 fucks? Promise you I don't. So the point I'm trying to make with this story is no, number one, no means no. And the other thing is your generosity is not a requirement nor an obligation. Okay? If you don't want to do something, y'all, don't do it. You don't need a reason. And if somebody has an attitude about it, that's their problem, not yours. Simple. I just wanted to share that story with y'all. I thought it was an interesting story that people to this day still act this way. And you wonder why. But don't waste your time wondering why. Because it's not your problem. It is not for you to figure out in no way, shape, or form. Okay? Don't let anyone guilt you into standing 10 toes down on your decision. You made a decision. If that's the decision you made in your heart of hearts, then stand on that. Don't let nobody make you feel bad because you said no. Fuck them. At the end of the day. Yeah. Like that. All right? Enjoy the rest of your day, your afternoon, your evening, or whatever, and I'll see you in the next one.